Transferring property in Nigeria involves various legal methods, each requiring specific processes and documentation to ensure that the transfer is valid and enforceable. Here are legal ways to transfer property in Nigeria. Hi, I am Aret, a legal practitioner and property consultant based in Lagos, and this is Legal Tips with Aret, a platform where we break down the laws to enable you make proactive decisions in your daily activities. I am super glad to have you with me today to look at ways you can transfer title of your property to another or have another transfer to you. Please subscribe, comment, and share this video. After all, feedback is the breakfast of champions. The different ways you can transfer title of a property are as follows. Number one, sale of property. The most common method is through a sale agreement. This involves the seller and buyer entering into a legally binding contract that outlines the terms of the sale, including the purchase price, the payment method, and conditions of transfer. The document involved here will include a certificate of occupancy, a deed of assignment or conveyance, and various identification documents. The transaction should be registered with the appropriate land registry. Number two, gift. A property owner can transfer their property as a gift. This requires a formal deed of gift which details the nature of the gift and the parties involved. A deed of gift must be executed in writing and should be signed by the donor in the presence of witnesses. The recipient may also be required to pay any applicable stamp duty. Number three, inheritance. Properties may be transferred through inheritance following the death of a property owner. This process typically involves a will or intestate succession laws, a grant of property if a will exists, or letters of administration if no will exists is required to administer the estate. The beneficiaries will then need to execute a deed of assignment to transfer the title into their names or others. Number four, leases. Properties can also be transferred for a specific period through a lease agreement, which allows the lessee to use and occupy the property for the duration of the lease period. A lease agreement should detail terms such as duration, rent, and obligations. Leases for over 3 years are subject to registration with the lands registry. Number five, mortgage. A property can be transferred through mortgage, where the property serves as collateral for a loan. If the borrower defaults, the lender may take possession of the property. The transaction involves a mortgage deed along with the application for loan, and the rights and obligations of both parties should be documented. Number six, trust. Properties may be placed in a trust where a trustee holds the property for the benefit of the beneficiaries. The terms of the trust dictate how the property is managed and transferred. A trust deed is created detailing the trustees, beneficiaries, and specific conditions of the trust. Number six, court orders and settlements. Properties can be transferred through court orders arising from legal disputes, such as property settlement in divorce proceedings or as a result of an estate dispute. A court judgment or order is required and subsequent documentation is necessary to effect the transfer of property in compliance with the court orders. Number 7, compulsory acquisition. The government can acquire property for public purposes under the Land Use Act. Owners are entitled to prompt payment of compensation where this happens. The process involves serving notice to the property owner and presenting compensation terms. In conclusion, when transferring property in Nigeria, it is important to comply with the legal requirements and processes to ensure the transfer is valid and enforceable. Proper documentation, registration with relevant authorities, and adherence to statutory provisions are critical. Engaging the services of a legal professional can provide further guidance throughout the transaction. Hope this makes sense, and if so, please subscribe, comment, and share. And don't forget that notification bell. We are coming up with more. Until then, remain blessed.